مشاهدينا رح نحكي سيارات، رح نحكي مسابقات سيارات، ورح نحكي مع امرأة، ورح نحكي انجليزي لانه هي ضيفة على لبنان وهي كيت روبسون. ويلكم تو MTV.
Thank you very much.
You're on vacation in Lebanon. جيت سياح على لبنان.
I am, yes, just here for a few days.
Is it your first time?
It is my first time, yes.
How's it going so far?
I'm really enjoying it. It's a great place. Yes.
لكن كيت أول مرة بتزور لبنان، هي منا هون عمل، هي على إجازة ولكن اختارت لبنان. كيت المهضوم إنه هي عضو بالFIA يلي هو الفيدراسيون انترناسيونال دوتوموبيل، أي الانترناشونال فيدريشن للسيارات. I thought that would be a man's job.
I can see why you might say that. I've actually been in motorsport for 16 years now. It is quite an unusual job for a woman, but I work very hard to get into motorsport and I absolutely love it. But yes, there are not so many women working in motorsport.
لكن امرأة صار لها 16 سنة بهالمؤسسة، هي بتحب طبعا رياضات السيارات وطبعا تشتغل بشكل يعني بتشتغل بقوة بهالمجال، مش انه عمل بسيط. Do you work with Lebanon as part of the FIA? You have a relationship with Lebanon, with the automobile clubs in Beirut.
Yes, that's right. Back in May of this year, we actually attended a safety seminar in Cyprus, which was run by the Lebanese club. So I attended as representative of the FIA Institute, and it was a safety seminar looking at lots of aspects of safety in rallying. And I must say, I came away really impressed with the work of the club. It's really good.
بشهر ايار كان الاتسال عم بيقوم بسيمينار بقبرص على اهميه السيفتي بالسواقه. كيت, are you a good driver?
Of course.
And how do you find Lebanese driving skills? Because we're very proud of those.
Very good.
No, honestly, you can be honest with me. لكن هي سويقة سيارات طبعا، وبتقول بتهذيب انه بنسوق منيح، فرح نتقبل هالحديث مثل ما بتقولوا.
A lot of traffic.
Yeah,
a lot of traffic.
Yes, we do have, especially now because we just had holidays and الأعياد، بسبب الأعياد كان في عجقة. And it's August, everybody wants to go to the beach, everybody wants to go and escape the heat.
Yes.
Are you going to the beach or the mountain?
I am doing both, I think. That's the plan. Yes.
Are you eating good food, good Lebanese food?
Yes, I've already eaten a lot of food.
عم بتطمن بس من الأساسيات، هي عم تنتقل من البحر للجبل وعم تاكل أكل لبناني بالمبدأ مبسوطة فيه. عبالي أسألها عن دور الامرأة بعالم السيارات. كيت, a woman's role in an international automobile federation, does it come from are you better at organization skills, are you better at security, or are you just as good as any other man would be?
I'd like to think once you get to a certain level and if you do your job really well, that it doesn't really matter if you're male or female. When I started out in motorsport, I was doing very much administration, and after a couple of years in my first job in motorsport, I reached a kind of a crossroads where I could stay doing just that sort of work, or I was given an opportunity to do a bit more technical, do more travelling and a more complex role, and I chose to take that path, which was a very steep learning curve, but I'm really glad that I did, because it was a real stepping stone in my career. So if you like, I chose the harder way of doing things, but I don't regret that at all.
So you were a driver. Initially you competed?
No, no, not at all. More on the coordination and organisation side in rallying. But that was a much harder thing than the job that I started out doing. But I'm really glad that I took that path.
كيت بدأت بعمل بالتنسيق للراليات وللسباقات، واليوم هي أكثر دورة على الأرض، بتنتقل من سباق لسباق وبتساعد بالتنظيم على الأرض. Women don't necessarily find themselves in this sport but there should. I mean, especially that women are blamed for accidents, and we find out that it's not true. We find out that actually men do more accidents, especially that they drive more than women. Do you feel that you have a responsibility towards the women to get them and market the sport to them, or you just don't mind that aspect?
It would certainly be good to see more women in the sport, and there's no reason why that shouldn't happen. So I am, to a certain extent, quite proud to be a woman in motorsport, I have to say, yes.
طبعا هي كتير سعيدة انه تكون امرأة بعالم هالقد رجولة، عالم السيارات السباق والراليات، وهي بتحاول قد ما فيها انه تسوق هالرياضة للنساء. Going back to Lebanese driving skills, we have a tendency to believe the road we take for work is a rally road. We have a tendency to believe that the road we take to go see a friend is a race road. How can we convey a safety message to people who want to drive and who want to show off their skills?
I mean, we like to think that there's a crossover, if you like, from the message that we try and deliver in motorsport safety, and we try and impress upon drivers, young drivers that we're trying to train in motorsport, to convey a road safety message as well, because a lot of young drivers can be trained to be role models for their peers, ambassadors for road safety. So I think that's a really good way to convey that kind of message.
قبل ما لكن اللي عم تقوله انه او انا اللي طرحت سؤال انه في كثير منا بيعتقدوا انه طريق للعمل هو طريق رالي والطريق للاصدقاء هو طريق السباق. هذا شيء مش مزبوط، بالعكس عم يشتغلوا على انه ينموا ناس بتسوق تكون محترفه، تكون تعرف كيف تسوق وتكون امثال للناس، تكون امثال بالنتيجه سواقه الرالي على سيركوي رالي وسواقه النظام على الطرقات العاديه. مشاهدينا رح توقف بريك ونرجع بهالمقابله او بعد شوي، بعد في عنا شويه وقت. لكن كيت, driving in Lebanon because of the road situation is a bit of a hassle, but you know, cars, it drives passion. People like cars, they like the engines, like the power, they like the sound of it. What did attract you to this industry?
To the industry? When I started out, or decided that that's what I wanted to do, so when I left university, I didn't really know what I wanted to do for a job, so motorsport was not my first job. But I was always interested in motorsport. And when I looked at it, and I looked at the range of skills that I had in other jobs that I'd done, I felt that there was a match there between my skills and something that I was genuinely really interested in. So I decided to see if I could match the two together and get a job within the industry. So I worked very hard, I contacted a lot of people, and eventually somebody gave me a break and I got my first job. And I haven't looked back
But this
since.
is someone you wanted. It's
Yeah.
not a chance. It's not an opportunity that just came across. You
No,
wanted.
it's something that I decided I really wanted to try and do. So I thought that the skills that I already had were a very good match with something that I was really interested in. So I thought, yes, why not? Let's give it a try and see if I can make a career out of this. And eventually somebody gave me an interview, offered me a job, and
Here you are.
Here I am.
Doing another interview.
Yes, a different sort of interview.
كيت لما خلصت دراستها بالجامعة صارت تفكر شو الاشياء اللي بتعرف تعملها اللي قادرة تعملها والاشياء اللي بتحب تعملها، وهي بما انه بتحب السيارات نقت هالشغل يعني وقدمت، وهيك قدرت تعمل مزيج بين الاشياء اللي بتعرف تعملها والاشياء اللي بتحبها اللي هن السيارات. The sport industry requires training, requires professional support. We do have drivers, we do have a couple of races, but there's a lot still needed to really build and train people professionally. Is the FIA responsible for that? Do we work with you as a country to enhance this and develop the sector in Lebanon?
Yes, I mean, we, in the FIA Institute, which is who I work for, we have an officials safety training program. So we're always training marshals and other types of officials at race circuits and for rally. And we have a young driver training program as well, where people can apply for funding to train young drivers, hopefully from a very early level, to instill all the right types of attitude in regards to safety and things like that, the right kind of behaviour on track. And as I mentioned, there is a crossover as well into road safety, so we try and get these young people to instill in their peers the right kind of attitude towards driving on the road.
طبعا الاف اي بتشتغل على تدريب الناس اللي بدها تسوق وعلى يعني يفسروا لهم طبعا طرق السيفتي كيف ينتبهوا كيف لانه رياضه منا سهله. Is the FIA, يعني FIA is involved in what type of races and competitions? The rallies, the speed? No.
The FIA as a whole is the world governing body for motorsport, so a very wide range. Generally. From yes, F1, WRC down to through to lower levels.
alright, فالاف اي هذا الشيء كنت ما كنت اكيد منه من الفورمولا 1 لحد الريسات الصغار، يعني كل شيء له علاقه برياضه والمنافسه بعالم السيارات بالعالم كله. خلينا نتوقف شوي مع هالبريك ونرجع لمقابلتنا مع كيت. عودة لكيت روبسون يلي هي عضو بالاف اي فيدراسيون انترناسيونال دوتوموبيل يلي بتسيطر وبتنظم كل الرياضات يلي متعلقة بالسيارات بالعالم. Kate, as a woman in charge, do you impress men? Do you scare them? Do they interact with you easily? Do they easily accept a comment or a remark from a woman?
I hope I don't scare them.
I'm sure you don't.
I travel a lot around the world. I go to a lot of different countries, delivering workshops and having meetings with people. Actually, I find that as soon as people realise that I can do my job, I'm treated, I think, the same as a man. I'm treated with a lot of respect, and I think people are more interested in what I have to say than whether I am a man or a woman. So I don't feel that there's any particular sort of attitude there at all.
I feel that I'm not happy with the question I asked, but in this part of the world, we do have a different perception. I mean, if it was up to me, there would be no question such as that one, and there would be no difference between a man and a woman doing a job. But I thought I should have asked because it's not easy in this society sometimes to accept guidelines from women in charge.
Sure, I can completely understand why you asked the question as well, but actually my experience around the world is extremely positive of people's reaction to me, so yes, very positive.
لكن كيت ما بتلاقي أي مشكلة بتكون عم تعطي إجراءات تعليمات سواء كانوا رجال أو نساء. I still have a question about sports, automobile sports in Lebanon. How do you find the competitions that we organize? Are they up to international levels? Where are our strength points in terms of a country, the roads that we offer, and the sports that can be done in Lebanon? And what are our opportunities, if any?
I mean, from what I've seen from the Lebanese club, the standards are extremely high. When I did the workshop in May, I was extremely impressed with what I saw. So yeah, a very positive experience.
And do you think that because rally is a big thing in Lebanon?
Yes, it's predominantly rally. Yes.
It's quite. Is rally still a trending sport worldwide?
Very much so. Yes. Yes.
Versus Formula 1, for example, that drives much more sponsorship money, or is it a Mediterranean sport, or it's more of a...
not at all. No, not at all. It's still a very powerful global sport.
لكن رياضة الرالي اللي بلبنان بالعكس النيفو أو المستوى للتنظيم كتير جيد، رياضة محبوبة. Do you think we can have Formula 1 soon in Lebanon?
I'm not.
Let's dream. Let's imagine we can.
That question's a little outside my remit.
because that was on the table a couple of years ago and then it completely disappeared.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm asking. And actually, a lot of Lebanese got excited about it لأنه من بعد سنين حكينا أو طلع حكي إنه ممكن الفورمولا 1 تجي على لبنان وكتار تحمسوا ولكن هالفكرة ماتت وما عاد نحكى فيها. Kate, I hope you have a great holiday in Lebanon. How long are you staying?
Until Tuesday.
Until Tuesday. Did you visit something that so far stayed in your mind, something that impressed you, something you really enjoyed?
I went to the grotto yesterday, which was absolutely stunning. I've never seen anything on that scale before, so that was really amazing.
لكن في الزيارة تتذكر أو عم تحكي عنها كيت هي زيارة مغارة جيتا امبارح يلي لقيتها فعلا استثنائية وحلوة كثير. Thank you very much for being with us this morning.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the remaining of your holiday.
I'm sure I
No
will.
more interviews, just beach and fun and food. Welcome and thanks again.
Thank you very much.
مشاهدينا هذا كان كيت روبسون عضو لكان الاف اي اي رح نتمنى لها وتمنيت لها انه تكمل زيارتها بلبنان تنبسط. طيب يلي عم يصير وراي عم بلش اسمع تحرتق لانه الشيف شارل صار هون واليوم مثل عادته رح يكون في دسير عم يشتغل عليه بده يعوض لي غدا اهدن يلي ما رح يساق اليوم. خليكم معنا مشاهدينا.